I see a zombie.
No.
Zombie.
I don't see a
Zombie.
zombie. I see Nathaniel. Well, hello there.
Say cheese.
Cheese. Hello everyone, I'm chanelljwilson and today we're going to do a tutorial. Well, it's not really a tutorial, it's a fail. But this is my not so silky but fluffy press. I have 4C hair and I decided to do a length check and trimming of the edges. I had to dust my edges, so here's my track, Draw Near to Me. You can hear it on iTunes, Apple Music, Amazon, Pandora, Spotify, Tidal, and CD Baby. Alright, let's get started with this fail tutorial, but my natural hair is not a fail, so I'm gonna go with my puff. There's power in the puff. Hi everybody. So I have my hair in Nubian knots, also called Bantu knots. I had to put a flower in because I just think the flower adds an aesthetic. There's my blow dryer that I had just gotten from Walmart because my other one, I couldn't find all the attachments. Now, I don't know what I was doing. I got this flat iron, but I think I should have got a different type with heat because of the kind of my hair texture. I think that was for people with different types of hair textures, but you'll see in the tutorial. Okay, so I don't know why I put up the number 3, but yeah. So as you can see, I have beautiful 4C hair. I just washed it, conditioned it. I'm sorry for saying I've been growing my hair out for the last 3.5 years. Right after I had my son, my hair was a combination of texturizer or Texlax and natural, and it was actually really long. But then like 2 weeks after I had my son, my hair started falling out. I had bald spots and all kind of stuff happening, and it got to the point where there was a whole patch of my hair in the front missing, length and corners, and I couldn't even really hide it anymore, and it was so fragile that every time I would have some kind of flare up in my scalp, another patch would form. So I couldn't even put my braids in, I couldn't wear a wig. It was just like, what am I supposed to do? So I went online and did a whole lot of reading because I was like, I can't lose my hair. I don't want to develop traction alopecia or something. So I don't know why I snapped my fingers. I think I was gonna do like a before and after, but it's all good. So what I'm doing now is I've been literally wearing that first 6 months I didn't do anything. I just washed it with the proper products, apple cider vinegar, various conditionings and cold washes, and then after a year my hair was strong enough to go back in braids because my hair was all uneven. Now, I think after this, I had worn braids. It wasn't even braids. I was wearing the 2-strand twist look with the Marley hair. And that's what helped me grow my hair out. Now, as you can see, a lot of grays. That's what I'm laughing at the most. And so I'm blow drying it. Sorry about that. So what you're seeing is just the gray hair, and I'm straightening it, and I go through this every time I straighten my hair. I've got 4C hair. I always say with 4C hair, it doesn't do what you want it to do, it does what it wants to do, and that's fine. You know, it's beautiful, it's fluffy, it's thick, it's soft, but trying to blow dry it is a lot of work. Yeah, so it's a whole lot going on right here. Yeah, I just put on a little bit of lipstick. I just wanted to, you know, give it a better aesthetic. So now I have straight stick up, lovely fluff. I could have used some better products. Put in the description what products you use for straightening, because that's something I could learn. I I'm gonna be honest. I'm not good at straightening my hair when it's in its natural state. That's why I used to wear a lot of texturizers and texlaxes. But then when I learned that the perms were associated to fibroids, I just have had to abstain, because I actually did have a fibroid when a child. They had to remove it, and it was really painful. So those are attributed to the perm. So that's why, one of the reasons why I'm not texlaxing anymore, because I love my I love the fullness, but because my hair was 4C, I couldn't control it, versus when I would put the breakdown on the texlax, I would get it to like a 4B, and I could still wear a nice full afro and it'd be thick. And then if I want to switch it up and blow dry it and wear a nice little flat iron look, I could do that. So I'm gonna be honest. Now I'm really considering a texlax, even though it's not in my best interest for my health. So I'm in a new phase of re-loving me again. I know there was that meme out. It's technically not funny, but it is a relevant meme. And the meme was, after you did the whole tutorial and then your hair comes out looking like this, and now you're in the mirror trying to love yourself. So having natural hair in a Eurocentric society, you are constantly, I'm doing the snap again because I want to work, but like I said, wearing natural hair in a Eurocentric society impacts your identity. Here's my book. It's called Identity, A Black Girl's Hair Memoir. I wrote a memoir about all many hair experiences. Being goofy. I always love when you blow dry your hair and it does that. And my shrinkage game is real. Like, you see it and it looks all like it's packed in, but then when I start blow drying it, you're like, oh my God, there's length there. That's a beautiful thing about our hair. And I love it. I just want to grow it more. I want to get more length. And I challenged myself this time. I said, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to let it grow. I'm not going to lock it back up, because I do wear locks every now and then. I've had locks twice. And then I was like, you're not going to texlax it for health. Just let it grow. So, yeah, I'm over here blow drying it. I'm trying to get it as straight as possible with the blow dry, but without the right products and stuff, yeah, it's only going to go so far. Me being goofy again. But you'll see as this builds up where I'm going with this, because the goal is to only have 1 or 1.5 pass-throughs with the flat iron. You do not want to flat iron it with like 8 pass-throughs. So that's, I'm like really trying to harden the paint with this blow dryer. But yeah. Also, you can't hear it. I have I think I was listening to either Maxwell or Jill Scott or something. See, there it is, more fuller. I love when it's right like that. It's the coolest little look ever for me. Now I'm tugging on my pigtail in the back. But yeah, I was listening to like Jill Scott or somebody, and so I'm grooving over here in the background. I don't know what I'm saying. So I took my flower out, and of course put it on the other side for aesthetic. I could be a ham. So after blow drying it, and I know that back part doesn't look like I did anything. The issue with me is I sweat. So the combination of my sweat and everything, I'll blow dry it and it'll get really straight, and then I'll start sweating, and then by the time you get to the other side is puffed back up. So here I am trying to accomplish 1.5 pass-throughs. I put a heat protectant. I couldn't find the video with the heat protectant I used, but it was the Polish Shine one. So here I'm really enjoying my hang time. Like, I haven't worn my hair like this in a long time, so that hang time looks really good. The issue is, by the time I'm done with this flat iron, that hang time is gonna puff back up. That's why I call it my not so silky but puffy press or fluffy press. And this is me and fun. This is the joy of being a black woman, that I have beautiful, thick, fluffy hair. Oh, see, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Just gorgeous. Now, eventually I probably should go get some salon work, and I'm sure they can give me a really nice silk press. So what I did was I just took the end of the flat iron, and I got a curler, and I put some curls in to give it a little bit of better. So this video right here is, see the difference? I grew my hair out, and it's healthy. I also trimmed it. That was 6 months after I grew it out. I couldn't do anything, and as you can notice, there's patches in certain spots. Here I am just being me because that's who I am. Yeah. I want to talk about identity here because, as you can see, I'm putting on makeup and stuff as I look at my lovely, blowout. And we as Black women go through so many different things in this society. Like, when we have our afro, we have one look. When we press it out, we have another. That's why I wrote Identity. Check it out. It's on Amazon. And it's basically a memoir about the many hair experiences I've had growing up. I talk about how I always wore braids. I talked about what it was like for me getting press and curls as a little girl. I also talk about my corporate experiences where I had to basically assimilate with a straighter hairstyle. And, I talk about when I had a jerry curl and how traumatic that was for me as well, because I had a jerry curl in 1990 because my hairdresser was trying to fix my hair because it kept breaking out. I used to wear cute bobs all the time. But yeah, here I am doing the most with my nails that need to be filled, but it's still cute. I love it. This is me being me, hot. I always call this my school teacher look. Like somebody needs to bring me an apple, say, "Hi, Miss Wilson." And sometimes I think I look like Oprah when she first started out, when they used to do that hairstyle. So I like that too. But like I was saying, we as Black women, we go through so much, and we're always trying to work on our look based on the society we live in. So that's what I talk about in that book. It's a basic snapshot of our identity, and we just want to belong, but at the same time we want to be ourselves. It's the plateau of wearing the protective style. That's what I always deal with. Even now I'm dealing with it. I have to do another length check. I just trimmed my hair because I've been on a lot of antibiotics lately, and that really impacts my hair. So I had to trim my ends and just give myself a good co-wash after braids. Stay tuned on this. I actually have an excerpt from the book Identity, a hair memoir that you can get from Amazon. And it's just me reading the foreword and giving you a little idea of what the book is about. So thank you for watching, and please like, comment, and subscribe.
I had reached a fake hair wearing plateau. After 7 months of wearing braids, weaves, and wig styles, I knew my scalp needed a break. As I touched my unprocessed new growth, I contemplated my next hair direction. First, the anxiety crept in my mind. Then came the indecisive headache. My original goal was to wear my natural, unprocessed hair and style it. However, the return of the 1980s asymmetrical bob haircut piqued my interest so high that I was leaning towards throwing my original goal out of the window. Like a voyeur, I gawked at images of stacked hair bouncing into geometric shapes, layers, and angles. It was all very fascinating. It was also all very perplexing. Thoughts of sitting in my hairdresser's chair invoked a smile on my face. The poetic imagery of the hair salon process was all coming back to me. I could hear the snipping sounds of hair cut with scissors, the razor of the clippers tapering my neckline, and the singe from the curling iron when it came in contact with holding sprits. I once wore that bob, and like a guitarist on a stage, I could rock that look. I was already in a Cold War, wrestling with two hair ideals. I had declared battle on the lie enemy and succeeded in getting the perm out of my hair. Now I wanted to straighten it for style? Well, color me blue. How do I do this? I wondered. The internal battle was on. For my preference sake, my hair is happiest when it is natural. For identity's sake, I am happiest when I'm stylistically free. I had to get to the bottom of this hair crisis before this hair crisis got to the bottom of me. As a black woman in America, I had this constant feeling that I needed to prove something. I never lived during slavery, but I was born supposedly free. I never faced Jim Crow lynch mobs or sat through the Mammy and Pickaninny minstrel shows, but I did grow up during turf wars amongst black and Mexican youth, gold teeth wearing teens and the hot boys telling women to back that thing up. I never experienced segregation or had to protest through a civil rights demonstration, but on a daily I struggled and hustled within my working class and tried to reinvent new ways to shift my placement on the American totem pole. I just want to be a part of this technicolored American dream and advance to something with substance. Would I regret another perm? Would I let my people down or disrespect my ancestors if I give in to my style? Would I be viewed as a sellout for going back to the lie? Would I be viewed as too militant by holding on to my afro? Who was my enemy, the lie or my mindset? I internally screamed at all the schizophrenic questions. It was just hair. It could be here today or easily gone tomorrow. It could then grow back within months or sewn or glued onto my scalp for a quick extended effect. Keeping up was confusing. I could not simply improvise this repair. I could not just wash my hair and hope for the best. I had to dismantle my ideals, troubleshoot the broken pieces of my past, and fix them so that I could work properly and stand confidently. It was time to do some soul searching and face the mirror of identity. You have just listened to a reading of the foreword of my book, Identity, a Hair Memoir. The ebook can be purchased online at Amazon.com and Lulu.com. See the full web address below in the description. And thank you for listening.